Hey Nancy. Hey Jack. Let me try and get my audio settings right. Hmm. Hope everyone's doing all right. My mic needs to be turned down a little bit. Oh, Nancy, I don't think I'm going to be able to go to sleep anytime soon. I'm still kind of processing everything that happened today. So I thought I might share some tidbits of my grandma's life. Hey, Zach, how's it going, man? So, Jack, you can move your videos onto your computer. Thanks, Nancy. I appreciate the support. Hey, Poppy, Poppy. So, yeah, every once in a while, Jack, I'll clear out my phone by just plugging it in the computer and downloading it all. And yeah, if your phone has external storage, you do want to make sure it's being stored on there. It would be in your camera settings. So, as of recently, I guess I knew before that I was zodiac sign of the lion, or tiger, sorry. Um, I also found out that my grandmother was a tiger. She's quite the spirited animal. You have an iPhone, no SD card. Okay. So, do you have a computer that you can hook it up to? And then move the videos onto there and free up your phone? Hey, successful slave. Tigers are amazing. You've deleted all your videos and apps that you don't need. But if you have videos on there that you still need or want, you can move those over to your computer. Or if you've uploaded the videos to YouTube, you can go ahead and delete it, because they'll be on YouTube forever. That's kind of why I started uploading videos, so I could get rid of them off my phone, and it's like free storage. Wakey wakey, hoot hoot. How you doing, Copper Hour Coins? At work can't stay, here's a thumbs up. Have a great time, everyone. Till next we meet. Right on, successful slave. Take care. If you want to see a cool picture, here's my grandmother at about 15 years old on a huge snowball. Her brother and his friends talked her into getting dressed up and posing on that big old snowball. It's her and her husband. My grandfather, he passed away in '85. And that's her and her brother. This was from her 90th birthday party. She's 96 now. Oop. Shouldn't put that phone number up there. Need to take that out. She was an amazing woman. Oops. Yeah, that's the other thing. Even if you don't want them shown on YouTube, you can upload videos to YouTube and make them private so that nobody else can see them. Just like Nancy said. Thank you, Nancy. She is definitely a very beautiful lady. Good job, 1K. Well, been a little hiccup there. Hey, Purple Squirrel. How are you doing, Alvin? Yeah, she's 95 now, successful slave. Good. Good to hear. Hopefully the audio's okay. If the music is too loud or my mic is too loud, be sure and let me know. It's been a while since I've run just off of Stream Elements. And it did update. I'm curious what the audio, okay, it's a 1080. Good. Okay, thank you, Nancy. The voice is a little low. Okay, I can fix that. And it also might be me. I am a soft speaker, but I'm probably especially soft right now. Let's see what else can we show. It's me, yeah. I started recording and it stops around 1 minute and says not enough space. Yeah. Yeah, you can lower the quality to get some more time, but yeah, you need to clear out all the videos and pictures that are in it. Save them somewhere else on your computer. I actually bought 1 terabyte to be able to do that, so that even if the computer went down, it's still, you know, it's just a large memory card essentially. But yeah, it's not very expensive, and you know, it's your backup for those important things. I have the same problem when recording on my phone. Memory card is empty. So Alvin, if you'll open up your camera and hit the settings button, it should give you an option where to store the pictures and videos. And you want to select to have it recorded or stored on the memory card rather than on the phone. Yeah, same here, Nancy. Matter of fact, I wish I had a backup for my backup, because even that hard drive can go down, you know. Hey, there's a Nightbot doing its job. Yeah, you'll know when you have it set properly because when you go into your gallery, you'll notice there will be an extra folder after you change it to store it on the memory card. And that folder will be most likely labeled SD card. It won't let me put it directly on memory card. Oh, after I record it, I can move it. Okay, yeah. Move it from your phone storage to your memory card storage. That's a workaround. But at the same time, that still limits you to how long you can record for. That's odd. Oh, Alvin, you have, or no, you have a phone with a memory card. You're fine, Nancy. I haven't seen any problems. Still only 1 minute videos. Yeah, I'd have to know more, like how much storage you have, what quality you're recording in. 1080, 4K, 8K. Can add up pretty quick. It's actually a way that you can use, you know, like this program, Stream Elements, or just straight OBS and hook up a telephone to it to where you're essentially recording the video, but you're transmitting it through Wi-Fi to your computer. And you could record it that way. Hey, we back attack. Good to see you, sir. Yeah, Alvin, if I go to camera and hit settings, well, mine doesn't take a memory card. But in there you will have an option to save to SD card. Hey, Irish Collector! Let's use my laptop and phone as a Wi-Fi cam. Yeah. That is a cool lioness coin. Gotta love those Leos. Whatever you want, Leo gets. See, that's how they get you. You drive away, and they fudge you at the drive-thru. Every time they fudge you at the drive-thru. Here's another one from the same movie. Or maybe not the same movie, but same series. I am getting too old for this Chit. Now what I need to figure out is how to maybe it's not possible, but to bring StreamYards into OBS. Maybe you can help me figure out how to like open up the back panel. I wonder if that's possible. Well, that's what I've been, that's what I did last time. You know, I used the virtual camera, but so that was streaming with StreamYards and then bringing in OBS. I'm wondering if I can stream with OBS and bring in StreamYards. Can I use the backstage without actually streaming? That's what I'm curious. YouTube is 29.23 gigabytes. Facebook is 817. Oh man. Okay, so Jack, you have an iPhone. I don't know if you can do the same thing. Alright, photo is 787.5. So you have a whole bunch of photos on your phone, Jack. You need to move those over to your computer. That will free up all the space that you need. They don't have to be stored on your phone. I understand if you want certain ones, you know, to be able to show people whatnot, but there's other ways to do that. You can upload them to Facebook, and then whenever you want to show them to somebody, you just pull up your Facebook and, you know, pull up the picture from those pictures you have on Facebook. See, with Android, I don't have to have the Facebook app, and that's why I don't, because it's so large. I can just go to the browser, the internet browser, Chrome or whatever you want to use, and access Facebook that way. Then I'm not, you know, using up storage on the phone, which, whoo, it is hitting close to a full gigabyte. That's huge. For an app, that's just ridiculous. That's why they have Facebook Lite. You know? I'm going to take my laptop to the computer store with my phone next week. Right on. Okay. See, the Facebook app steals your banking info. Do not use it on the same device you have credit card info. That's good to know. I only use Messenger app. Facebook is only browser easier to hide IP that way. Okay. Nobody should be using Facebook anyways. Nothing but commies, right? I deleted my Facebook years ago. Yeah, once I heard about the whole camera being turned on when you didn't know or want it to be, that's when I started getting concerned. Yeah, they've got too much control over it. My messenger runs through a different app. I call it Middleman. Nice. I deleted when Zuckerberg admitted to Congress that they collect your info and sell it to whoever wants it for whatever reasons. Yep. Silver meow coins. I had to switch so I could say Facebook sucks. Nice. Oh, thanks, Joe. How are you doing, sir? You would think that my pictures would be in my iCloud, right? And they should be. Like, Jack, you might want to do a test. So take a picture with your phone right now and make sure that it goes up to iCloud, and then delete it off of your phone and see if you can still see it on iCloud. Good morning, Silver Meow Coins. Who are you? Who? By the way, I haven't heard OBS to bring StreamYard, but I don't use OBS, so don't know. Okay. Facebook, where you can be whoever you want to be, right? Sam's IS and StreamYard work together? Oh, OBS and StreamYard work together. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of trying to do. So let's see. All right, let me try to open up StreamYards, and then I'll see if you can come backstage. So I'll just go to my last broadcast, enter the studio. Now I'll invite and if somebody wants to help give this a shot, click on that link and I'll see if someone pops up. If anybody feels like it, don't feel like you must. Alvin, you're out of here. Got 8 hours. Only took days to accumulate that. Well, take care. Thanks for stopping. 8 days. Oh my gosh. You need more than that. I hope you get it soon. Take care. I'm sure I will see you around the stream soon. Sax's work has been hell and I've been sick. Oh man. Oh, yes, see, you can start StreamYard and bring OBS to it. I've never heard the other way. Oh, fake book. Nice. Alright, so... Oh, Nancy, that's yours? Nice. I got a foot of snow and I drive for work every night. I hate typing on phone 8 hours, 3 days. Whew. Yeah, that's not enough, man. I really hope you get more soon. Oh, you're Trey. Okay. What was Nancy saying then? Oh. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, so, yeah, that's Trey. Trey Durant. Yeah, he's definitely cool. So that's gonna be your silver kind of channel. I like it. I like it a lot. Nancy, my publisher, said I was too mouthy on the internet, so I had to create a sock account. I want to say it's 12, 1912. Let's see. I can show you the front here. Yeah, it's 12 or 13. Man, I saw one that Tupac had that was crazy. It was like really shaved on the front, on the obverse. Yep, it's 12. Okay. Still nothing on the StreamYards. Did anybody try to click on the link? Yeah, if you would please. Oof, snow. I'm just wanting to see, because if I can bring him backstage, then I can bring, yeah, there you are. So, Nancy, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Cool, and I can hear you. So that's good. So then I should be able to like share this to my OBS. Let's see, we'll make that full screen. Oh, wait. It might be hard to make it full screen. That might be the problem. Let's see. So yeah, we'll do this. Alright, I'm gonna share it on here. Well, I have to do this and then share it. And then make it full screen. So this is how you stream StreamYards without streaming StreamYards.
I don't know. Doesn't look like anything. I don't see you or nothing.
Let's see. Nope, it's coming up. You can see me and you. Do me a favor and say something again.
Something.
All right. Yeah, I could hear you. watching it on my telephone.
Yeah, on your side. On my side, there's nothing. You don't see the chat. You don't see you. It shows like the Snapchat camera.
Oh, you mean in StreamYards?
Yep.
Right, right. So yeah, it's only being displayed out to YouTube through OBS though. So it's a workaround. It's one way. At least now I know that I can do that. And here's Pammy Jones. Hey Pammy. She's on mute. She doesn't want to entice any of the young boys with her sexy voice. I love that picture though. That's freaking awesome. Okay, well, if you're all gonna be some.
Hi.
Hey, there you are, Pammy.
Are you on OBS?
I am on OBS right now, but yet we're using StreamYards to be able to have guests without actually. I don't think I'm actually using my hours since I'm not broadcasting.
You're not? You're live. That's broadcasting, right?
But I'm broadcasting with OBS.
It says StreamYard on the screen.
It
I'm
does.
confused.
So this is what's considered backstage. So see
Okay.
right, yeah, see right here it says this broadcast has ended. This is my very last stream with StreamYards.
Oh, I see it, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so as long as you use the same link, then you can still kind of do a video conference, between all of us and use all the stuff, but yet it's actually being broadcast with OBS.
Okay. So the people in chat, it's live, right? Hi, yeah, they're saying hello, so I guess, yeah.
Yep.
See, I want to be able to get OBS too, because that's the only way to get the in-chat games, right? Like,
yeah, like slot machines and.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, I tried it, and I got to tell you something. Setting up that OBS screen, like you want your chat box over here, and your, I don't know,
Yes.
your
Like, yeah,
gold over here.
I don't even know what
I'm
to.
like, you
I
gotta
don't
be
even know what to
kidding.
do with this thing. Like, where do I put it? Like, I just want to get it
Yeah.
out of the way, and then I.
Like, I got a webcam I could set up so that it looks at the scope. See, I could use the scope on one side, like Big Flip. You ever been over Big Flip?
Yeah.
He's got like 3 different cameras. One on him, one on the coins, when he's opening rolls, and one on the scope. And it's like, damn, how the hell do you do that?
Right.
I can't do that. I don't know how to do it. This is the trick, I think. OBS is what you need to have. But I like having people up on the panel, so you got to have StreamYard too. And then you got YouTube mixed in there, and I'm all screwed up.
It is. It is a big old cluster. And hey, we got one more person. There's Trey. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, it's going great. How are you guys this morning?
Good. Hold on just a second, and I'll get you up on screen if that's okay. You're all right with being seen?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay. So we'll go back to the share.
Somebody needs to turn off their TV.
That would be my mom. And sorry, she won't.
It's okay. I'm not worried about copyright
I can turn
strikes.
it down a bit. I can turn it down a little bit. Just a little bit.
All right. There we go. We're doing it and doing it and doing it well. How are you doing, Trey?
I had noise canceling headset and my puppy ate it.
Oh,
Where?
Here, I'm gonna pause my music. There we go. Awesome.
Okay.
So this is pretty nice. We got a pretty good little workaround going on here. I think there might be one problem that I have, and that is if I try to bring my camera up, will it let me? It does. There I am. Oh, wow. Sweet.
No, it's fine, Mom. It's fine.
So we can do it both ways. We can open it up with StreamYard or open it up with OBS. And
For
have
real?
guests. This is awesome. I know you're going to be hitting me up with tutorials on how to do this later on, and I'll be glad to tell you. Go through it.
If I could just get past that damn, and then I go to set the OBS up, and I'm live, and I don't realize it, you know, who was it? Somebody called me, texted me, and said, Tim, you know you're live? I'm like, no.
That's always fun.
Oh, yeah. I was live for a minute and 28 seconds and didn't know it.
Oh boy.
It wasn't pretty. It really wasn't pretty.
It's a good thing we can
I
go
hope
back
you didn't
and
close on.
delete things. If I remember, I think I heard this story before, and maybe she was
Not pretty.
changing.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, you
right.
know, the old broad adjustment, check the nose for boogers, you know, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, by the way, I'm okay.
Wasn't pretty, it really wasn't. And then there was a time I forgot to mute my headset and went up to the restroom. Didn't know it. It wasn't about the, you know, her hear me peeing or anything. I get back down, everybody's LOL, did you hear what you were saying? They heard me talking to myself in the mirror.
That's right.
Oh, Jesus, you're fucking old and what the hell is going on? Today, that kind of stuff. Yeah. So that was always fun. I can't watch my mouth, I'm sorry.
No.
You know, I think I'm like, oh my God, thank God I wasn't up there talking about the people in the chat. Oh, that would have been nice.
Right?
Like, that one really gets on my nerves. Yeah, that's my luck, right? I miss you guys.
I miss you
live in
too.
like a month and a half, I think. It seems like it anyway.
Right? No, I was just about to email you because I hadn't seen you anywhere, and then I did see you in one of the streams, so I was like, oh,
Yeah.
good.
And I called you Elvis on purpose.
Yeah. Yep. Elvis loves you.
I remember. Hey, you know why.
Oh, I know why. It's all good.
Okay, good. That's good. Always good.
But someone, or you were saying that you're coming back into good health again. Did I miss something major that happened? Did you? You didn't have a stroke, did you?
Oh, hell no. No.
Oh,
No, I'm just confirmed crazy. How's that?
Morning, Gates and Coins.
sounds good to me.
You got a beard? Is that what I'm seeing there?
Well, it was much more of a prominent beard, but then I shaved off the center portion, so now I have little Fu Manchus.
It's the first time I'm seeing your face, so, you know. I'm like,
True.
what the hell is that on his shirt? Sorry, I didn't know. It's, unique.
That's the fun thing. Girls get to color their hair and do all different things. Guys get to
No, it's unique. You know, I
shave
like
their
coins with
beards.
characters, so it's a beard is a hard thing on. Oh, yeah. I got hooked on this making money on playing games thing, or since I've been not streaming. You know that not one of them pays you. Not one. Not care what you play. None of them. I've tried them all.
Yeah. I think maybe the best you can get out of them are the ones that Dreadpool is into, and they're like virtual claw machines. So you know the claw machine that goes down
Oh,
and
yeah.
picks up a prize, but you do it virtually, and if you get something, I guess they send it to you, and Dreadpool has got some things from there. But yeah, I would
Like
think,
a stuffed bunny and stuff, and like a stuffed animal,
well,
and
kind of, but
like your usual claw machine. They got
there's
some
some
prettier things.
higher end things in there. Those not chibis, but the oh, what are they called? You know, the new big little figurines, but they have a figurine
Oh
for
yeah, them. They're
everything.
like colorized
Yes.
and
Yep.
silly looking. Yeah,
Yep.
not my. I'm not a
They're they're
fan.
they're the new style of big head dolls. You know, they all have
Yeah,
big
sort of
heads.
like a bobblehead, only coins. Yeah,
Exactly.
gotcha.
Oh no,
Yeah, not
well,
a fan.
I'm not talking about the coins. The coins are called chibis. Maybe Nancy, you can help me. What's the more 3D
Not
figurines?
if you
Um,
say something about a soda can or a Funka can.
Fun
You mean
Pop,
the Funko Pops?
Funko Pop.
There
That's
you
it.
go. Yeah, not a fan.
Right. I
I
think
went to
some of them.
Lady Kid Nichols one night, and
Oh,
so I was
that's right.
pointing them.
I was there, and she opened all the different cans to see who got like the
Right.
special
I'm like,
version of it.
what is that? What are you talking about? Why are you so excited? What's going on?
Didn't you win
Yeah.
the one? Was it?
Me? No.
Okay.
If I did, I donated it back.
Right.
What am I going to do with
Yeah.
it? You know.
Uh-huh.
Nancy, you're awfully quiet. It could be because you're muted there. Yeah. You know what I won last night?
What'd you win?
An early release. Early release, Native American, the Chakas. There's an echo. I got an echo all of a sudden. I gotta turn it down 1 second. There we go. Much better. You guys got an echo? Just me.
Yeah, I'm not hearing it.
I don't hear it.
I just realized that Texas Joe.
What?
Well, I just realized that I wasn't reading chat, and that's the one downfall. Actually, I should probably just pull it up on my phone so everybody gets a
Why?
better.
You can't, you don't know how to pop out the chat?
Well, yes, but it's gonna overlap on this screen so everybody would see it. It would
Yeah.
detract.
Okay. You mean if you pop out the chat can see the chat? Is that what
Exactly.
you're saying?
Yep.
No. No. Really?
Yeah. Like right there.
Easy coins. Good morning. I'm sorry. I wasn't looking at the chat either. Kay, what's up?
Okay, Emmanuel.
What's up?
Oh, both of theirs are a little bit loud. Okay. That mic settings. They're saying that your audio is a little bit loud, possibly.
Yeah, that's what
Oh, that's maybe why we were getting the doubling.
how's
All right.
that?
Maybe that's better.
Okay.
How about your audio, Trey? Could you say something?
Hello.
Okay.
Am I too loud?
No, yours sounds pretty good. I think I'll leave that one right where it's at. I dig your shirt, man.
Oh, thanks.
Very
I
nice.
admit it, I'm a nerd.
Heck yeah, with all the Rubik's Cube.
I started talking. It's better now.
What?
It's much better now.
Yeah,
The audio, I mean.
right.
Yeah, and all the settings are in StreamYard. Now I'm really confused. I came in through StreamYard, but we're looking at that Streamlab, right? Not OBS
I'm
Stream?
using Stream Elements. So Stream Elements, Stream Labs. Seems like there's another one. I've used them all. They all are just a form of OBS. They work in conjunction with OBS. That's why they all look really similar.
Okay, now throw in Chrome operating system, and everything goes to hell. It does. It does.
One of my dad's
So,
sayings that I absolutely love is to err is human, but to really foul up, it takes a computer.
yeah, it does. Yeah, I wanted the Chrome OS because everything I have is like Google is Chrome and this is Chrome. All my stuff is in Chrome. I use that browser, and I tell you what, after about 3 hours of having this thing and actually working with it, I was praying for Windows. I was like, God help me.
Right. Yeah, you get used to one program and it's tough to
Well, I
learn new
haven't
tricks
worked
as
with
an old dog.
Windows since '98, but I still realize that this limits me quite a bit. Because everybody's going, well, this is what you do. Just open it up the window, and they're giving me all these instructions, and I wait till they're done. I'm polite, and then I say I can't do any of that. I
Right?
don't have Windows.
Can you start back at step one now and speak in half speed, please?
And pretend you're talking to a 5-year-old.
Maybe even four.
You still hear an echo? Sea monkeys? Oh, it's on Trey. On YouTube?
All right. Well,
I don't know how.
Trey, we're gonna adjust you ever so slightly, just like Pammy, and see if that takes care of it.
Yeah, see, I'm watching on my PC monitor. I got the sound turned off. I just have my phone set up and I have my wireless headset here.
Right.
As you know, the new phones don't have a plug-in, and I don't like to stick things in my ears anyway. So
Yeah.
you always see Can with those things stuck in his ears talking to a little microphone. I
I
can't stick
can't do
those
that.
things in my ears.
I have to be wireless too, because when I've got wires all around me, they have a tendency, things fall on the floor a lot. Like I'll have a headset on, I go to walk away, and there goes the laptop right on the floor, because I forget I'm connected to it. So, and like I said, I have this really nice headset down canceling. I could listen to my music loud and be on, be live, and nobody could hear it. It was great.
Here in my studio, I only use Bose, the sound canceling headset. These things are amazing. You put these on, you can't hear anything except for what's coming in here.
But it was keeping the sound from, the sound around me from being projected onto into the audio. It was great.
Yeah.
But puppies will be puppies. This is glow in the dark. I'm telling you, this dog is eating everything. Everything. If it's not tied down, she'll eat it. She's poop. He's so pretty. Oh, gee.
So Trey, what is the significance of the cats? Are you just a big cat fan, or?
It's kind of a running joke. My other half is a total cat. So that's kind of where that started.
Right.
Yeah, there's no real big, deep lore to it or anything like that. And I have a cat. She's a screamer. You probably met her on my channel, Nova. So I don't know. She was there. So.
Hey, you got the mascot. Why not?
That whole meow thing. I had started the whole meow thing with Rocky Mountain Bear, so it just kind of evolved.
Nice. Yeah, I've actually got a command for meow. Let's see what it says. I forget. I've got over 200 commands. So many of them are hidden. I invite people to try and find them, and they're actually, some of them are so easy, like ridiculously easy. Okay, yeah, Meow says, I'm sorry you're hurting. Meow. Please let me know if there's anything I can do or if doing nothing is just better for now. I hurt when you hurt. I'm always here for you. Yep.
Sweet. Yeah.
I've always been a cat guy.
Yeah, me too. I love all animals, but my cat, she rules the roost.
For me, it was,
Luckily,
they're so timid. You, well, a lot of them, you have to earn their trust. You can't just run right up to a cat and be like, "Oh," and a dog would just lap it up and be like, "Yes, yes, you're my new best friend. I love you forever." A cat will be like, "Whoa, what do you want? What?"
yeah, yeah. All you need to be the best friend of a dog is a treat. You feed that dog, he's your friend for life. Cats, no, 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 no. We rescued Nova from the shelter. She was about 5 months old. She had been a feral rescue. She had been abused by some kids. They had hit her with something or kicked her, and they broke her bottom jaw.
Oh,
And it didn't heal back properly. So it's crooked and it gives her this permanent snarl. So she looks like she's angry all the time. And people always ask, when they see her in the video, why is she so angry? Why is she so mad? She looks like she's going to kill you. Actually, that's just her face.
she's got resting
I,
feral face.
I was going to say resting bee face is what she has. And
Oh
the
man.
girl at the shelter named her Pink because of the snarl. And I thought, no. But yeah, she's a very sweet cat. It took us 6 months to get her to understand that we weren't actually going to eat her. Now we can't keep her off our laps. She's
That's
the sweetest thing in the
awesome.
world.
What's her name again?
Nova,
Nova.
she's 4.
Very nice.
How about yours?
My cat passed away recently. His name was
Oh,
Frank.
sorry to hear that.
Thank you. Yeah, that was really hard. He got, like, I guess, adult onset diabetes. It came on really quick, and yeah, lost a lot of weight. And he was awesome though. Man, he had bright blue eyes, and with a name like Frank, you just imagine Frank Sinatra, and boy, you would think he was a talker, and he had super deep voice, and it was also very like poppy, if that makes sense. Just it sounded like a cat that was trying to talk and would come across like George Burns, like he'd been smoking, cigars all his life. Super, yeah, super deep, and I love that cat. But yeah, like you were saying, you feed a dog something, and man, they don't even care what it is. It's down. They don't even chew. A cat will like come up and sniff it, and then just kind of like sit back, like put it down. Nope, nope. Put it down, and then maybe I'll eat it. Or they might take it out of your hand and then drop it on the ground and sniff it and be like, "Are you poisoning me? What is this?" They're so picky.
Did I say you could give me a treat? What is that?
Right. It's not
No, with
3
Nova,
a.m.
I didn't.
I'm not asking for food yet.
Yeah, with Nova, we couldn't get anywhere near her for 6 months. I had to lock her in the extra room for 2 weeks just to get her to the point where she would stop attacking us.
I've been
And I
talking
let
to you
her
for
out.
10 minutes and didn't realize I was mute.
Oops.
I do it all the time.
we we had to lock her in a room to keep her from attacking us, but it's like 6 months later, my mother-in-law is visiting from Ecuador, right? and she's in her 70s. She's frail. She comes walking around the corner with Nova in her arms. I nearly had a heart attack. I was like, oh my God, get that cat out of her arms before it kills her. But no, ever since then, she's the best cat we've
Go
had.
ahead, though.
So Nova was ready and she had the magic touch. That's awesome.
Yeah, and since she doesn't speak English, I couldn't tell her, put that thing down, it's gonna kill you.
Right.
Um,
Right. See what is cat? Gato, gato muerte, gato muerte.
Gata is female cat. Yeah, Gata. Yeah.
That's right.
That one I knew, but I couldn't tell her, that the cat was gonna slit her throat. I still have the scars. I did. It was worth it. She's a great cat. I'm glad she's asleep. I saw Mikey's getting breakfast. He's gonna bring us some.
What? Bob Evans restaurant. Get an egg, cheese, omelet, sausage, and toast. Man, why are you trying to make our mouths drool?
Hey, you guys, I'm gonna sleep for an hour. When I wake up, I'll check on you, okay?
Now, see, you sound ultra low, Nancy.
Yeah, put it down like that. But yeah, no, I'm gonna sleep for about an hour, and then I'll check up on you.
Okay. Thank you again for helping me test this out. Now we know another way.
You're welcome. We'll see you in a little bit.
Alrighty, sleep well.
See you, man.
Bye.
See you, Nancy. Yeah, yours is the first stream I've ever popped up on.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. I don't know why I want to say it seems like I had seen your background before, but maybe it's just Rubik's cubes I've seen all my life, so it seems familiar.
I had them all over the place.
I did too, man. I had the little ones that you put on your keychain, and then I had the little ones that you put on your keychain, the super
This
small
is
ones.
actually a Kleenex.
That's
Kleenex box.
awesome.
Great Scott.
That one back
There's a
there.
picture of my puppy in the basement.
Okay.
See if it works.
Oh, this
They
one.
say they're all over the place.
Nice.
Here he is. That's Frankie.
Oh my gosh, what a cutie.
I'm telling you.
Very
He's my
cute.
boy. I love him. Okay, I showed him now.
And proper, he's sitting nice and pretty.
I got a little bit. He's so smart. Like, he's really little there. He's only like 6, I don't know, 10, 12 weeks maybe.
He's grown.
And he gives high fives. He goes and gets his leash and brings it to me to take him for a walk.
What
Smart
kind of
boy.
dog is he?
He's, his mom, that's my dog, the black lab and border collie mix. She's all black. The only thing white on her is his teeth. And the dad is an a miniature Australian Shepherd. And he's gorgeous. He's got blue eyes. That's why I named him Frankie. I figured Frankie's old blue eyes,
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he didn't get the blue eyes.
Same with the cat.
Yeah.
He's adorable. I love him.
Trying to refresh this so I can keep up with the chat, but it's hard to see it. I've been up since 2 o'clock this morning. You know that point where you're tired and you can't see because you're tired.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I've been going through that. So my grandmother went in the hospital. She's gone in a few times recently, and yesterday we got the results that she had an MRI while she was in there, and they found cancer in the brain and her lungs.
Oh,
They,
it's already metastasized.
yeah, they think it went from the lungs to the brain,
Yeah, right.
and
That's the way it usually goes.
okay.
There are no
So
words
with
for
that,
stuff like that.
did they say it was operable or anything?
Well,
Like
she's
treatable?
95 years old,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
even to do it, you know, at this point, you need to focus on quality of life. Um,
Mm-hmm.
what are you fighting for? To be
Bring
in the
her home.
hospital and through rehab and all that. When you're chancing,
Just bring her home.
I
Wherever
think.
she calls home.
So she came home yesterday, and at the same time, at the exact same time that the nurse got here, the hospice nurse got here to, give her an assessment. And she said, in her experience, yes, she is very near, at the end of her life. Well, this was before I even got a good feeling of where my grandma was at. She's always, a little bit not quite like she was when she gets back from the hospital. And I was getting a little bit of an inkling of, okay, her brain is working a little bit differently than when she went in. But then it was at bedtime that I realized that things are not working like they were before, and now there's other things coming up. Um, she did not trust me. She was saying
Oh.
that I tricked her last night, and she was
Uh,
in the hospital. Me and my father went up there to visit her, but there was no tricking. She just had an overall mistrust of me, and I even like kind of let her do a reset because her memory has been declining also. So if
right.
there's like a 1 minute memory, if there's any problems, you can just kind of step away and come back, and she has no recollection of what happened 1 minute ago, and you start anew. You know.
That's right. Yep.
Well, it didn't work, and she was just very mistrusting, very
Frightened.
confused. Very confused. At one
Yeah.
point, she kind of looked downwards and said, "I, I just don't know anymore." So,
Yeah. It's tough.
yeah,
It really is.
uh,
I went through that with my mom. She had brain
essentially,
cancer.
I feel like I've kind of lost my grandmother. That that may have been the last as I
Right.
knew her before, and
Right.
how I want to remember her.
That's right.
So, it's just new. It's going to be different. I've we have
She
pretty much
probably,
all come to the understanding and realization that we've seen the downward slope, and we know it's probably not too much longer.
right. Make the best of it, my friend.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you.
Yeah. There are, what I say to everybody that loses somebody they love, there are no words. Sorry just doesn't make it. There are no words for that amount of pain for anybody. You know, it just makes the best of it. I've been here.
And you know, when I found out the news about the cancer, I actually took it pretty well because, like I said, we've seen the slow decline and we
Right.
were prepared for it. So it was like, okay, well, cancer, that probably won't even, well, turns out that maybe that has even been the cause of this slow decline. But
Exactly.
but my thought was, you know, we're there anyways. So this isn't going to really affect things that much. But now,
Yeah.
thinking about it, the one in her brain
It's
is most
causing
likely
her to leave the
causing,
reality. Yeah.
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 So,
Sweetheart. Oh my God, I was just gonna say something really profound, and then, whoop, see, my brain don't work.
it'll come back.
It'll come back, I know, but just try to make the best of it. She might go into different worlds. She might go back to being a young woman and all those things. So just roll with it, man. Just roll with
Right.
it, right?
Yeah. And that's what I realized. And Nancy really helped me. She was like, if she has those feelings of mistrust, then just do everything you can to try to earn it back. Even if it's not possible, just think
Uh,
of the ways that are going to put her at ease. Maybe be near, but don't be vocal. Just sit there and be with her.
that's
Turn on the
right.
TV, make sure that she's comfortable and she has everything that she needs around her. And yeah,
Everything
just
that makes her comfortable. Yeah.
yeah, just
All her
be with
car
her.
keys or whatever she had. We found in the nursing homes that a lot of times when people have Alzheimer's and stuff like that, that music from their past, like from when they were young, growing up, like the big band era or whatever that your grandmother
Right?
seems to bring them right back to reality. It's amazing. They even have a couple of videos on YouTube. That music really strikes a chord, you might say.
Hmm.
So
I've
pretty
also
That's
heard,
cool.
what I did for my mom.
yeah,
Music,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I brought in all her favorite music. She thought, well, she was 62,
That's
and
young.
she actually thought she was 22.
Yeah.
So I don't, sometimes she knew who I was, sometimes she didn't. She had 9 tumors scattered throughout her brain.
wow,
Damn.
It had come from her liver. So,
okay,
Drinker?
yeah, but the biopsy, no, she didn't drink. The biopsy had done all the damage.
Yeah.
She had some motor problems before. When they did the biopsy, they wiped out half her memory. After a couple of months, she recovered her memory, most of it. But yeah, she never was able to move again on, I think, her left side. And yeah, it was probably a month after that that she was gone. She couldn't talk. And
Wow.
so yeah, going
yeah, the
from,
music connected.
yeah, there's other things that have such a strong response as well, like smells and tastes. I believe those can bring
Mm-hmm.
back very distant memories that are very strong. But yeah, for hospice to come in and make her assessment of that, she believed that she was near end of life. I was like, I didn't see how she saw it, but then just a few hours later, to have that right in my face, like it's already here. I'm already going to be, at this point. It was just shocking. It was really shocking. But I'm glad to be here. The last 3 years I've been taking care of her, I wouldn't give up for the world. I've got to hear stories that even the rest of the family hasn't heard, didn't know about, because during periods she would recall, very far back memories in her life. Uh, I, Apparently, that's normal. As you get older, some of the very distant memories will come back very strong. She talked about a roller skating instructor that she had a crush on that nobody else knew about, but it was like a big crush. Um, but yeah, it's been invaluable to be here and spend the time with her and take care of her. It's been nice. I wanted to get her to 100 though, and beyond. She had a friend that turned 100 recently. I hope that I can make it to 95. She doesn't have a single gray hair. It's amazing. and here I am. Of course, before I moved in here and started helping, uh, these were not gray. This is within the last 3 years, so it's been a chore for sure.
How old are you now?
I'm 47. Kind of a baby face, but
Oh, the bags over my eyes will show my uses.
Yeah, check out the chat.
A bit of a light.
oh yeah, that's right.
I can't even.
Guys, can you see the chat?
I
I
haven't
can't.
been
Mine
following.
froze up.
Okay. I put something in there I want you to look at.
Oh, I can't say this out loud. Is it okay if I read it out loud?
Sure.
Okay. I can't say this out loud because it really upsets Mom. Actually, she doesn't know the half of it. The reason I've been gone, I've been diagnosed with early onset dementia. I told
The
Drive,
doctor. The
oh,
doctor.
told the doctor I've always been crazy. um,
It's frightening.
I can imagine. I have a friend who had a stroke a while back, and lost a lot of her abilities on her right hand side, but recently she started having seizures. So for something to come out of nowhere, and she's already, been debilitated by the strokes, but then to have something else pop up that can come on with just out of nowhere. She's fallen flat on her face, had to get stitches. She looks like she got beat up, just so I can imagine that type of
Yeah.
sudden, actually,
My
because,
landlord died over Christmas,
oh
and
my
his
God,
family's gonna sell the place.
oh no,
Come on, man. It's like, I'm telling you, I must have been like a serial killer in a past life or something. Or done
oh,
something really bad when I was drunk and I don't remember.
no,
Really, karma, I'm telling you. It's like, come on now.
I know
I really, I
when
do my
so,
best to pay it forward every day. It's like, boom. Here, take this. But,
I have to bring in my mother again, but she said that we all have our own bag of rocks to carry.
yeah, I'm convinced. I must have done something bad.
that's a whole lot to happen at once.
Speaking of mom, it's Saturday, so I'm gonna go cook breakfast for her and the dogs, and get a little work done.
Nice.
And it was great coming up. You gotta show me how to do this OBS thing.
Absolutely. Hopefully, sleep deprivation won't keep this from my memory banks, and I'll be able to draw on it.
That's what I'm suffering from right now, but
Have you two been
write
up
it
all
in
night?
on sticky notes so I remember it.
Have you two been up all night?
I have,
Yeah,
yeah.
me too.
Wow.
That's why I started
And I'm
streaming.
unusual for me, though.
Right.
I suffer from mental illness. I take my meds faithfully, and I'm proud to say that I take my meds faithfully. So, yeah, for me to stay up like 2 nights even sometimes isn't unusual.
That's
But
right.
then again, I can stay in bed for 4 days either, and that's not unusual. So, it just sucks. It just sucks. But I think that mental illness really should be talked about more. It
I
really
think
should. If you tell somebody you have cancer, they come forward and they want to embrace you. If you tell somebody you suffer from mental illness, they back up and they put their kids in the house.
Right.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's totally different, and it shouldn't have that stigma. Just like having diabetes or whatever,
Yeah. And I think it's a more common problem than society is even aware of because it has that stigma. People don't want to talk about it.
That's right.
So,
That's right. They're ashamed. I'm convinced that's why I self-medicated for years,
hmm
because I didn't know that I had issues.
yeah.
So I medicated them myself, and then Told the husband, found out I was a nutcase. What's up with that? You know? Sure. Lots of people, they don't even want to go to a psychiatric professional because they think, oh my God, what might, somebody find out. Therapy's a good thing. Music therapy is even better. Okay, guys, I'm going to say, I'm Pammy J, and I am out.
Love you, Pammy. Bye.
Peace.
See you soon. All right. Now I'm going to figure out how to get the hell out of here. Oh, there you go.
Just click the little red X.
Yep, there she goes. Alright, what did I miss here in
She's a
chat?
character. I love her to death.
Right? No doubt. Pammy is one of a kind. Reminds me of that saying, Alice in Wonderland. You know? Are you crazy? Well, all the best ones are.
It takes a little bit of that. Archaeology Mikey, I saw that you went to the fun show. You said you didn't see any of the faces because, Can, Gunny, Skate Army, Mr. G-Rose, they're all there running around. They're going to be around there today, too, I'm sure. They were streaming last night afterwards. Oh my God, I think they were all wasted. Except for Gunny, he was just tired.
Oh, that's right. I caught a little bit of it right at the beginning. They were feeling good.
Very loud, too.
Were they? Hey, they're having a good time.
I was in bed and I was like, geez, I'm gonna try to go to sleep. So I'm laying there and my phone goes off. It's James Butler, who's another member of the tribe, telling me, hey, they're going on in like 10 minutes. I'm like, oh, crap. So I popped in for a few minutes and just meowed around a little bit and then left. Yeah.
Nice.
I wish I could be there. That would have been a great show, but there's no way in the world I would fly these days. Just not going to do it.
Yeah.
Driving all the way out there is quite an adventure.
So he got his first CC on a 1877 quarter. Paid 45. Very nice.
Wow.
Love to see that. Yeah, we talked about.
Make sure that.
What's that?
I'm sorry. No, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say that we talked about as far as letting her know, the prognosis of cancer, and there's really no point. Nothing good will come out of it. It will just most likely, cause her anxiety and fear and distress. And with any memory problems, we would be telling her multiple times a day. It's just not going to do any good to talk about it, to her. But yeah, I can see how.
Counterproductive.
Yeah, I just mentioned that because Pammy was saying that it upsets her mom to hear about her diagnosis.
How old is it?
Pammy, I don't think is too old. You
Say she said early onset.
yeah, you don't ask those questions. Kind of a lady.
I'm good at sticking my foot in my mouth. It's my job. Which is why I use a sock account. They're like, dude, we're going to drop you if you don't cut it out. What?
If I knew I was doing it, then I could stop it.
Oh, I'm not going to stop it. That's my problem. And the thing I got in trouble for was dropping the Let's Go Brandon in the wrong place. It was the perfect place for me, but not for them. So.
Now, see, my name is Brandon, and a lot of the people in the community still remember my name before I changed it. So whenever I'm around, they always say that. Now, when the phrase first started popping up, I was like, I couldn't remember who remembered my name. So I was like, is that person messing with me? And it was just coming up everywhere. And then I was like, they are. They're messing with me. Everybody's messing with me. Why is everybody messing with me? This was before I knew the story, you know. So once I figured it out, I was like, oh, this is just like the newest meme. They're not actually messing with me, but yet some of them were. Some of them that knew my name, they were saying it every time I pop up in the stream. Let's go, Brandon.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that now when I see you. I'm gonna have to do
Thanks.
that. It's just a given.
Yeah. No, it was EC, Everyday Opportunity, that suggested the name. I had already thought of it and was trying to think of something more silver directed, but in the end I was like, no, I do love it. I do love Great Scott, and everywhere I go, whenever people say my name, they always say it like super loud with lots of enthusiasm. Great Scott! I never tire of it. It's awesome.
Yeah, every time I hear it, I think of Rocky Horror. That's what I think of.
Was it on there too? I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
watch it again. It's been so long. I have the anniversary edition, and I've been to the theater, throwing hot dogs and rice and all that good stuff.
I used to do the stage show. Yeah.
Oh,
It was
nice.
so much fun. It
Very
was so
nice.
much fun. That's why it clicked in my head just immediately.
Right. I think a lot of people think of, Doc off of Back to the Future, and
Oh yeah.
and then a lot of the slightly older ones think of Star Trek, or was it Star Trek? Um, William Shatner, or who else was it that said "Great Scott" a lot? Maybe it wasn't Shatner, but someone else.
I'm only 5 years older than you, so
Okay,
I'm not quite that old.
right. But no, most people tie it into Back to the Future, which I love that movie. So yeah, I figured I'd stick with it. I don't regret it, except for the fact that it it puts a lot of stress on me. Like, why can't I just be average Scott or mediocre Scott? Or maybe even sometimes subpar Scott, I always have to be great. The expectations are too high. I can't meet them.
Right now, you have the perfect name. I mean, you got people cheering you across the country. Well, around the world, actually. I've seen videos from everywhere. People cheering you on.
Oh, hey,
I
AZ
would
Coin.
ride that wave. I would.
Oh, man. Were you here to see the pictures of my grandma? So, the one that she's especially proud of is, well, let's see, let me put it up.
Look at the bigger monitor.
Yeah, let me move it straight to, so yeah, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
So we've got her on the snowball that her brother and his friends talked her into putting on the bathing suit and posing. Then that's her and her husband in the upper right, and her brother in the upper left.
Wow.
This was from her 90th birthday 5 years ago, but yeah, it's a beautiful woman. Her story of getting married is quite funny too. So her father would frequently leave um, on the weekends, and while he was out of town, he would go to another close by town and play cards with friends. Well, that's when my grandfather and her eloped, and uh, and then either the next day or before the father came home, he went off to war. So he was gone in and out before the father even came back and was made aware.
Wow.
I did not know this story until I moved in and started taking care of her. She told me about her
So how did he
friend.
react to that?
Yeah. Apparently, he was kind of a cranky guy. Another thing that my grandma loved to talk about was when when they were dating, he was courting her. They were on the porch, and her father came out. Betty Marlene, it's time to go to bed, and stormed back inside. And my grandfather leaned over and said, "It may be your bedtime, old man, but it's not mine or not ours." You know.
Ooh.
My grandfather was a character. Apparently, walking her home one night, he said, I've never walked a pregnant girl home before." And she got all huffy. "I'm not pregnant." He said, "Well, you're not home yet either."
Sounds like my group. Those two have been best friends. So what part of the world do you call home?
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Tulsa. Oh
And
yeah, you're not that far.
they moved here from Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh,
Where are you at?
yeah, I'm just north of Austin,
Oh, okay,
Texas.
nice.
Yeah. We were planning on coming up to Oklahoma and hitting the casinos because everybody keeps talking about it. But I thought, if I'm going to throw away money, I'll go to the corn show.
Right?
Then at least I have something to show for it. Maybe I could get a 1877 cc quarter.
Right? Yeah, I haven't really started picking up on any CCs yet. Probably should before they get too ridiculously priced. What's the thing about the
I'll just
hobby?
do it for that. The only CC I have is the privy mark on the 21 Martian.
Right?
Terrible.
Were those
That's
the most pricey out of all of them?
Oh no, because I got them all. I was lucky enough to get one of each from the mint. So
Nice.
it's direct. They were all the same price.
Oh yeah,
I was
that's right.
surprised I got them.
Yeah, that was a nightmare. I'm surprised they haven't got that all under control because it's really turning a lot of people off of even wanting to buy from the mint now. Hey Zach, you're back.
Hi, Monkey King. Yeah, I did get turned off by all of it. The last thing I ordered from the mint was the reverse proof innovation dollar set. After that, I actually closed my mint account. I haven't ordered anything this year, and that's that. When they figure out their mess, I'll look into it again. But until I've got too much to do, rather than be sitting fighting on the phone or computer trying to get those coins. The reverse proof Eagle set drove nuts trying to get that thing. It took me exactly 61 minutes and probably 100 tries. I was not a happy camper.
Yep, anytime anything goes up, my dad, will typically try to jump on it if he's interested. But yeah, it can ruin his whole day. It puts you in a bad mood.
Yeah, I come back in here and I'm sitting here up to my nipples in value and it's not doing any good. I'm dealing with that. I'm like, no.
Right? Yeah, you would think
I
nowadays
just get it, but
it's worth the price.
yeah, I'm just not going to go through that again. I think getting into the older stuff is probably more fun anyway and more challenging for me in a good
Yeah, focus on those CCs, the things that are just going to get harder and harder to find. Because, yeah, silver's only going to
Yeah,
move
just
at
going.
certain rates, whereas when the S hits the F, your your numismatics are really going to climb too, because that's when the people who have enough money to not have to worry about the economy are going to want to pick up, those things that some people are going to have to let go, to make things happen, to cover bills, to put food on the table. They're going to have to loosen up their grip on those really nice coins, really desirable coins. I've noticed, I don't know if, yeah, I didn't put it up there, but I'm a big fan of, actually, because of my dad, the 1916, 1917 standing liberties, the type ones. Now, don't have any of the 1916s, but that's kind of how this story began. So we were still living in Tahoe. So we moved from Tulsa to Tahoe in 2000. He got a job as county assessor up there, and
Mhm.
it was shortly before we moved back in 2016 that we were watching TV, and within the span of like a month, like it was a sign, we saw three different TV shows that mentioned this 1917 Standing Liberty Quarter, or 1916. And I remember my dad saying, "Man, I always wanted one of those." When you hear those words from your dad, and the problem of always wondering when birthdays, Christmas comes up, man, what do you get the guy that has everything, or you know, you just have that dream of the perfect gift, just to make your dad super happy. So, yeah, I heard those words and I perked right up and immediately got on the internet and, hopped on eBay, and I was like, this is possible. I can do this. I can afford this. This is, well, not the 1916. Those are, it could be a slick and still be worth $300 as long as you can
Yeah,
got some kind of identifying marks that it's 1916. But the
yeah.
17s
Who wants to
were,
look at that?
right, the 17s were reasonable. So I'm pretty thrifty, so I got some lower end ones for some really good deals. And then, I got a little bit better grade and I started to get a good feel for what are good prices in the better grades. And by the time Christmas had come around, I had picked up a slabbed 1917 for a killer deal. So, like I said, by this time I had accumulated a few. So on Christmas Day, all over my body, I had all these different coins wrapped up. So first I started with a 1916 quarter, which was all he really said that was his dream coin. It was a barber.
Mhm.
It wasn't the
Barber.
Standing Liberty. So I hand him that. He opens it. And I'm like, "What's this?" He says, "That's the quarter you said you've always wanted." And he's like, "Oh, yeah, it is a 1916 quarter, but and he said, and I'm like, "Oh, well, I'll tell you what." And I pull out another package. I said, "Trade me. Here, open this." He's like, "Huh?" He opens it up. And he goes, "Oh wow, that's it." I was like, that doesn't look too good. Here, let me trade you again. So we did this like 8 times, with each one looking better and better and better until he gets the slabbed one that, actually, I think it was a 58, but I think it was undergraded because you could still see like lines at the horizontal lines at the top of the shield, within the shield. and just a beautiful example. And uh, it's, I'm sure, the best present I've ever gotten. At least I feel that way. So through all of this, I fell in love with the coin and the history of it and the uniqueness of it, the rareness of it. The only coinage in the United States that has any nudity. You know, I've always been kind of a pervert. Everybody loves boobies. I mean, hey, it's the food source of life. But more
I
than
was going to
that,
ask if it was a type 1 or a type 2.
yep, absolutely. The type one. Um, yeah, I don't know if you're familiar with the lineages, but the 1916 type one, they had the dyes, but didn't realize until very deep in the year that they hadn't used them. So they had to pump some out, it was, the transition year, and they only got out 52,000 of the 1916 type ones. That's nothing. You can imagine how many were melted, destroyed, just, horrible conditions. So they're very rare, very expensive. Um, that's
Just like
why.
the 1916D Mercury diamond.
Hmm.
Yeah, good luck finding one of those cheap.
Yep. The other day I
Yeah.
was like, yeah,
I'm listening. Go ahead.
oh yeah. The other day, I was talking about how the prices are really going up on these, and I suggested to my dad, you might want to mark that off your bucket list and try and get you a 1916. And for some reason, his mind went straight to what you said, the dime. And, he got that kind of cocked look on his face like, I don't know if, I'm going to be trying to pay, those prices for that coin. And I was like, no, the SLQ. He was like, oh, yeah, yeah. So he did start looking into it. There, for a decent one, it's going to be, close to 10,000 or more. But
Very expensive.
but that's a super low mintage, and yeah, those prices are only going to keep going up. But the 1917s that I've got a good little stockpile of, like recently, it seems like they've nearly doubled. They've really gone up.
It took me a minute to find it, but when I was 5 years old, I was playing in our front yard. And at the time, my family lived in Indiana, and our yard kind of sloped onto the sidewalk, and it had rained the day before, so it had washed dirt from the yard onto the sidewalk. And as I'm being a kid, 5 years old, I found a penny in that dirt, and it was this one. It's an 1898 Indian head cent. It was my first coin.
Holy
Right
cow.
there. As soon as I found that, I thought, the first thought was, wow, how many people have touched this? Oh, that's what got me into collecting. But yeah,
That is too cool. You still got it.
yeah.
How awesome. Yep, my father's father was a numismatist. I remember going into his office. Like I said, he was a really cool guy. Very, very intelligent, very out of the box thinking type individual. His houses were amazing. He built in secret rooms, secret cabinets, Um, you can imagine the hiding spots we had. A hide and go seek could last all day. You could go from one hiding spot, and as you hear them go past, you could get out and go into another hiding spot. And so that person would like have searched the whole house but never found you because you could just go from one to the next. But yeah, he always he actually was he was like the king of coin hunters. Uh, he had a dentistry lab, and the break room was actually significantly large. It was probably almost a quarter of the whole building area, and in that room, he hired people to search pennies, halves, uh, all during the day. Like I want to say at least 5 people, if not more, for the whole day searching coins. Had them searching, and I didn't even remember that until recently. I was like, there. I do remember going there, and I knew all the workers and everything, but I remembered that one big room, and they had a big table set up with all of them around it searching for coins. Oh, I
Nobody
miss
in my family was really interested in it. And my kids, I try to get them interested. My son, he just melts them down. It's like, what is wrong with you? My daughter, she likes the foreign stuff. She doesn't care about U.S. stuff at all. She likes all the foreign stuff. So.
Right.
You got a bunch of stuff that happens in her, but yeah, it's like they don't care. The grandkids don't care about anything that isn't on Instagram, so or whatever they're playing with these days. I don't know.
Right.
Like, why are you saving dirty old coins? You could use that to buy video games.
Yeah, something the other day made me think, boy, all it's going to take is an EMP, and we're going to be mystical, magical gods with all of our knowledge. What are you going to do with yourself when you don't have TikTok?
Yeah. Yeah, I tell you, I was talking in the chat earlier. We were talking about deleting Facebook. I deleted Facebook. I made myself I forced Twitter to kick me off. I went on a rampage and just started saying things that I should that they didn't like. I should say they didn't like, so that they would kick me off. I wish I could say it right now, but I said it. I don't want to get you kicked off. It was hilarious. You can only say the C word 26 times on Twitter to Hillary before you get kicked off on the 27th time. Just saying. But I deleted Facebook. I just cut them all out. And it's funny because my publisher has a deal with Facebook right now. They use my music for their ads and their promotions and all that other stuff. A lot of that stuff I wrote, so.
Right. Oh, that's funny.
Zuckerberg.
I'm gonna have to get out my little counter. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 26. Better stop there. It's good knowledge to know.
26 is the limit. 27 will get you banned.
Gotta test those limits to find out.
Yeah, that was in 2016. I think.
Donna's up in here. She says, hello, meow, meow. Oh, you saw
it a while ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know that it's like.
Oh, that was a while ago.
Frozen for me over here.
I'm thinking my chat may have frozen up. Because, yeah, I'm just now seeing it. Let's see. Easy coin. My hands are great. Keep your head up. Got angels. Got your back. Oh, she was saying hi to Pammy. Dang. I did. I missed all this. Incognito Silver Stacker. That is an awesome story of how you got into coins. And how old were you again?
I think he was talking to you. He was talking to you when he posted that.
Oh, okay. No, I've been in coins for a long time. I remember, let's see, it probably would have been early 80s. So I had a savings account, and um, I had seen my grandfather, and I think even my father, bring home coins and look through them. And so I was like, hey, can I do that too? Can I, take my savings or almost all of it, enough to leave the account open and withdraw it in half dollars? And man, I maybe pulled out like $200 worth, if that. And I remember I had a good stack of silver. And at the time, they were telling me to throw the 40s back. And it
Wow.
confused me because I was like, but you, you're telling me they do have silver in them, right? And they're like, well, yes, but nothing like, the 90 percenters. I was like, but they still have silver in them, right? I just didn't get it. And I kept them. I was like, well, I'm going to keep them. But
Yeah.
yeah, I remember finding, I want to say like 13. It was a good amount of, the Kennedys. Seemed like only a couple of Benjis, but even more Walkers. But, this was a while back. But yeah, out of just maybe $200 worth, which is less than half of a box, to come out like that. I wish I had stuck with it, kept doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, I was 5 years old when I found that coin. I obviously didn't
Bye.
immediately start collecting because I was five.
Right.
Somebody gave me some wheat cents when I was probably 7 or 8, and I thought they were because they were brown. You know, they'd been circulated. I took a pencil eraser and erased all the corrosion off of it.
Nice.
Stupid kid. Made
Hey.
it shiny, but scratched it all up. But yeah, later on in my teens and 20s, I started working in Sonic. Believe it or not, it was my first job, and I was buying just little things here and there. And just snowballs. 48 years ago, I found that penny. So yeah,
Nice. Yep, my dad came across something when he moved out to California. Um, he went into a coin shop and just bought like a wide variety of, American coins, nothing too expensive or too rare, so that he could make it's kind of a mural, of coins. And, he essentially just glued them to like a big piece of felt or something and gave it to his dad. So recently he, came across those coins and was looking at them and trying to figure out like, should I clean them, try and get this glue off and stuff. And I'm like, well, I mean, he knows, he really knows better. But I was like, yeah, you really can't do it unless you don't, it's nothing numismatic there and you just want to. Um, and I think he ended up doing it, but he let me see the coins beforehand. And the really cool thing was one of the coins that he gave his father was a 1916 D quarter.
wow.
That's the first coin that I gave him on Christmas. Remember, I told you the first one I gave him was a
Yeah.
1916 quarter. It was a 1916 D. So I was able to tell my dad, hey, something we have in common. We both gave our father a 1916 D quarter. He was like, oh, that's cool.
Wow.
Didn't think about that.
Yeah, that's cool. That is cool.
Yeah, we were just talking about cleaning coins the other day, and we're like, yeah, the proper way to clean a quarter is you don't, or to clean a coin is you don't clean a coin.
Is the Durbins who did that, or was it Coin Crew who did a video that how to properly clean a coin? Don't.
I think it was the Durbans or someone else. Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
seeing that video when it
whether they
came
were
out.
Coin Crew, I can't remember. of the two. But yeah, I took the pencil eraser to the Wheaties, and I know those are sitting in somebody's collection right now. They're just growling at me because I lost those years ago.
Yeah, it seems like I had heard about that. Never tried it. I'd heard for pennies you can use like white vinegar, or I think vinegar is, yeah, it's like an acid, so it's not anything you can leave in there for too long, but
I walked into my LCS, and they're sitting at a table. Of course, the counter goes all the way around in a square in the main room, and they're sitting at a table in the middle of this area with gloves on, with Morgan dollars, taking Q-tips to them. And I said, "What are you guys doing?" And they said, "We're using well, it was similar to acetone to dip the toning away." It's like, what are you doing? You should know better than that. But apparently they said that that's very common.
yeah, it is a confusing thing that you're not supposed to do it, and the grading companies will essentially ruin your slab by saying, cleaned with no grade, because it's been cleaned. But if you pay them to clean it, they will, and they'll slab it and they'll grade it.
Then it's okay.
So it's only okay if they do it.
See, I don't get coins graded. I have, for example, I have a 2019 S enhanced reverse proof. I'm quite proud of that coin. I know it would grade a 70 because it's perfect. If I sent that in, what's to say that the guy who gets it tried to get one on the day they went on sale and he couldn't, and he's angry, so he's gonna PF 67.
Right.
It doesn't see that happening. Or trade it for a bad one that one of his friends sent in. How do you know you're getting back what you sent? There's an example with, I think it's PCGS, it could be NGC, it's one of the two, where the only high-graded $50 or quarter for this particular year in the 60s is held by his mother-in-law. There's just too much room for human error.
It's tough.
So I never send coins off to be graded.
My dad has just recently started doing it. Yeah. My dad just recently started doing it because he's, been buying some things that, yeah, he wants to see if they come back at 70, and, but I'm of the same kind of feeling of those 1917 SLQs that I got. I found some really good ones and got them for really good deals. And someone asked last night, is that slabbed? I'm like, it should be. But if I don't plan on selling it, what's the point? I don't need somebody to tell me what it is or how good it is. I can see it, and I can see it without plastic in front of it. It's the best way to see it is in the raw.
You get an older coin, and you want to send it off to have it verified. Something like this. I don't know if you can see that.
Mm-hmm.
1734.
Nice.
This is a counterfeit.
There you go.
I don't even know what that's made of. Totally not real.
But you can touch it all you want.
If you need to get something like this verified, then that I can understand. But I have a colonial coin that's slick almost completely beyond recognition. I can see the reverse of it. It has the same reverse as 1734. The front is completely slick, except you can see just the outline of King George in it. That's it. To have that verified as real, that might be something I would do. But modern coins, nah, there's just no point.
Yeah. Yep, it doesn't increase the value that much. And again, if I don't plan on ever selling it, what's the point of getting it graded? You know, it's never going to leave my hands.
Yeah, and they'll probably that 2019 is that my cold dead hands already. I told my son he's not getting it because I know he's just gonna make bullets out of it. This is Texas. They do this. They do that. What he does.
No doubt.
It's like, what are you gonna do with that? He says, we have werewolves.
Oh God, no. Does he cast his own bullets?
Yeah, he does. He does just about everything. He's just very industrious.
Yeah.
He likes to do things like that just for fun.
Heck yeah. And it's nice to know that you can do it. You don't have to rely on somebody else if something happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It saved me a lot on ammo too, especially nowadays. I wish I had stocked up on a lot of reloading equipment and primers. I think are the really in shortage thing.
Yeah, growing up, my stepfather used to reload his own shells and stuff. And after he shot the TV the third time, my mother told him he had to keep his gun someplace else. True story.
Oh, that's
She's
crazy.
like, no, I'm tired of this. I walk into their bedroom one day and there's all these little tiny holes and they're all over the place. I said, what happened in here? And my stepfather comes around the corner and goes, a squirrel got in the house.
Oh no. Makes you wonder what was on TV.
It was in their bedroom, which means he was cleaning shotgun or something. I don't know what he was doing.
Yeah.
Messing with it. He pulled the trigger. Lucky he didn't kill him.
No doubt. Oh, that's crazy.
Not very bright. Anyway, I'm gonna have to find some coffee somewhere.
Yep. I think I'm gonna start getting ready for breakfast. See what happens when I come and bring her some good food. I'm trying to leave myself open to different possibilities, like maybe it was only because it was the end of the night and she was tired. Maybe that brought on that mindset or whatever. So yeah, I'm hoping for better things when I wake her up, but we'll see.
With my mom, she would come and go, but I knew when she would become hostile that it wasn't her, because she was never like that any other time in her life. She was the sweetest person you'd ever want to meet.
Right, same here.
But the things that came out of her mouth, oh my God, the doctor tried to explain to me sometimes it affects the brain in such a way that it does a flip on their personality.
Yeah,
And that's what it had done to her. Yeah, she was dropping F-bombs left and right, but she never did that. If she ever used the F-bomb when we were kids, we knew to run, because
it was severe. Yeah, same here. She's very sweet, and she got a little snippy, but not too over the top or anything. But but I've heard that in the past that very often with age that total 180, and it could happen the other way. Someone who's very mean could flip over to be very gentle and very nice. So,
Yeah,
yep.
it's the cancer. And
Yeah.
it really messed with her. By the end, she had regained herself, and she knew what was what. She couldn't talk anymore. But I feel for you for what you have to go through with this. I really do.
I'm just gonna go with Pammy's advice. Just roll with the punches. Just feel it out day by day,
Enjoy what
minute
time
by
you
minute.
have.
What's that?
I said enjoy what time you have and say what you need to say.
Yeah, cherish it. And yeah, that was something I said in the stream a little while back. Make sure you tell everybody that you love them. So don't. I'm lucky that I have this time, and yeah, I'm gonna use it to the fullest. Take advantage and try to give her a fairy tale ending. Trey, thanks for coming up. I look forward to seeing your new channel name everywhere.
Yeah, I was gonna make videos, but I just don't think I have time. I'm supposed to be recording an album, and I was supposed to have already released a single. This is my album. This is it right here. It's all on paper. I have nothing
That's
recorded.
that's the hard copy.
Yeah, that's the hard copy.
Nice.
I have nothing recorded. But I don't think I have time to do videos, but I will be checking yours out and other people in the community and me out all over the internet.
I look forward to it.
It was good talking to you.
You as well, Trey. Take care. I'll never forget your original name. I think I may have told you that that's my brother's name.
Oh, Trey?
Trey, yep.
Oh, cool.
Well, not actually his legal name, I don't believe. He has the same name as my father and his father, but we've always called him Trey.
He's a third.
Yeah, he is.
I'm a third as well. Yeah.
But that's, I don't think, how Trey came about. We thought about it later on. We're like, oh, Trey, like it's in Trace. But yeah, I don't know how it actually came about. But I remember as a kid, he would always say that his name was Edward Shields Scott the Turd. He's a little turd.
Oh. Yeah, I am Rick the third, but now you are the only person, and whoever's watching that knows that now. But yeah, I've always been Trey. So.
Right? Rick,
Anyway, you have a good morning. Have a good day.
thank you as well. Take care.
And let's go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon.
Talk to you later.
All right. Oh, Donna Esser, 922. How's it going? Didn't miss that one by too long. How are you, Donna? If you're still in here, I hope. Man, that was like half an hour ago. LGB. Let's go, Brandon. Alright, let's go back to StreamYards. Get off of the sharing the screen. Put it on another scope with one of my 1917s right in the middle. Oh hey, why isn't that transitioning? There we go. And put some music back on. Such a gentle voice. How are you doing, Esther? Good morning, Heath. Dottie's Adventures. Aw, thanks. Let's go, Brandon. This is some real beach type music. I'm doing okay. I don't know how much you caught. Let's see. Yeah, you just got here a little bit ago, so as you can tell by the title of the stream, G-Ma, my grandma, chit chat about my grandma. Just got news about her having some cancer in the brain and her lungs. It moved from her lungs to her brain, and she's 95, so trying to do anything about it is not suggested. The benefits would not outweigh the risks. It's okay. Already kind of getting prepared for the end of life as of recently, so the news wasn't too hard to take. It's kind of like, well, at this stage, how much is that really going to progress things? Well, it might not progress the time that much, but from what I found out last night, it is definitely going to be progressing her mental state in some odd ways. So when she first got home, I didn't think there was any major changes. She's always, when she comes back from the hospital, a little off, but we met with hospice. The minute that she got home was the same time that hospice showed up. Yes, 95. She has seen more changes than we will probably see. I know. I think about it all the time. When I tell her, it is 2022. Did you imagine, that you would be living in 2022? And she's just like, nope, never would have imagined. And when I show her the cool things that you can do with phones, she's always amazed. It's great. Hey, Keith in here? Hey, Keith. Good morning. So, yeah, we met with hospice, and the lady from hospice was saying that she agreed with the hospital's assessment that she is very near end of life. And I was still kind of wondering, like, okay, yeah, she's been declining slowly, but I didn't understand what was giving them the sense of it's, more imminent now. Well, last night when it came time to head to bed and get evening medications, she was very, very different. She said some things that didn't make sense, and she was very guarded with me. That's the best way I know how to put it. Essentially, it seemed like she didn't trust me. So it was very shocking, and all of a sudden to see this change. Um, oh, I'm so sorry. 93. That is still a long and wonderful life, I'm sure. And I try to remember that. She's 95. She has had a wonderful life. She's got a wonderful family. She's a beautiful woman. Thank you. But, yeah, I'm seeing that it's going to be a tough road in dealing with the new changes. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. 1926. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the prayers and the hugs. I don't know if you all got to see, but let's see here. Oh, why is that? Oh, I still have StreamYards open. Let's see. Okay, let's do this. We're gonna go to share it. Then we'll open up the StreamYards. Here we go. So this is a card from her 90th birthday. It's here on the big snowball. Her brother and his friends talked her into donning the swimsuit and posing on top of that big old snowball they rolled up. I think she was like, I don't know, 16 or 17. And then that's her with her husband, my grandfather, and her and her brother in the upper left. Wonderful woman. And force, absolutely. She was a very strong woman, very loving and kind as well. Thank you, Trey. Yeah. You know, it was just as of maybe a week ago that I, you know, kind of stepped back and looked and saw, you know, the progression, the slow decline, and, you know, came to the realization that it's probably coming fairly soon, but this was more of a shocking, okay, it might be coming very, very soon. But the hospice inform you about when they are called in. Yes. Yeah. And we had dealt with hospice before. About 2 years ago, she got pneumonia, and she was in bed for a year. kind of. I had a motorcycle accident. I had my ACL replaced and my MCL reattached, and there was a dent in, I believe, my femur or my tibia, but that's been eroding my meniscus ever since. And that year when she was bedridden, all the walking back and forth, food, meds, changing the movies in the VCR player every 2 hours really wore out my meniscus. But yeah, after a year, she was able to start getting up and out of the bed. So then she made a lot of progress there. And but in that time, we did, start to use or get hospice on board, because we didn't know, we needed help, and we weren't sure if that was going to be the final progression. But she got better. She came back, and oh, thank you, Keith. It is a beautiful card. Right, she saw television and then color television and the telephone, automobile. Yep. The first hand the pain, but remember the cool shit she got to see growing old. It's how I got through my pain. Nice. It's hard to transition and say goodbye, but please find solace in the fact she won't be suffering anymore and will be back in full force. Yeah. She was in hospice in 99. Okay. My condolences, Keith. So yeah, this is just kind of my little grandma Chit to remember her in her best light. Because after what I saw last night, I don't know that I will get to see that side of her again. And I want to remember her just as she was. I don't mean to bring anybody down. If anything, I want to celebrate life. Because she did have a good one. She had a large family. She was there for 6 months and wouldn't say goodbye until they seen the last of his children. Then she died a few days later. Yeah. They definitely hold out until they get what they feel that they need. And they feel like they can let go. My mother should have been in hospice. Oh, she was a fighter though. Been in the hospital for 36 hours. Well, that's not bad at all. That is not bad at all. Absolutely, Scott. Remember the best moments. Yeah. And we're going to do that. We're going to celebrate those. And we're going to get the music playing from her times. And, yeah. Every day, every moment is going to be a fairy tale. She is going to be living La Dolce Vita. The sweet life. So on that note, I'm going to go cook her the most delicious aromatic breakfast I can. I want to thank all of you for joining me, coming in and saying hello, and all your heartfelt prayers and hugs. Let's see if I can get... Oh yeah, I have to close down Streamlabs. Leave Studios. I'm not using the camera anymore. Close that down. And then maybe now. We can go back to camera. There we go. Just wanted to say face to face, thank you very much everyone for coming in, Thank you for the support. Trey, I will have a great day with Grandma. And Coin Crew, I will show her all the love I can, and I'll say it constantly. And anybody out there who thinks that they have plenty of time and there's no rush, do it anyways. Because I did not see last night coming so fast. It can happen in a heartbeat. So call the person you're thinking about, anybody and everybody you love. And don't waste the time, don't waste the moments. Good morning, Dad. There's Edward Scott, the greatest of Scots. Oh, I know, ex-girl. She loved to dance. Thank you, Keith. Yeah, no tears in front of her. I promise. Rhonda, I love you. Hey, Rick. Sorry to leave when you're all just getting in here. Oh no. I'm sorry, Rick. YouTube is weird sometimes like that, but I'm glad you are finally getting through. I love you, Dad. Alright. I will give her big hugs. Yeah. Well, hello, Rick. Thanks for showing the love, brother. Imagine one of those 20s to 30s dresses with the friends swinging, right? Oh. Yep. Actually, my father's not aware of last night's changes. So, I will, Rick. Most definitely sometime during this day. I will, and I'll think of you, brother. And many kisses and hugs to her. So yeah, I need to let you all go so I can fill my father in on the latest. Thank you, Keith. Much love to you all as well. I appreciate all the tips that everyone's giving me and all the support. She's a beautiful woman. I'm sure I will share more pictures the next time I stream, any chance I get. I love you all, and if you don't see me, you know why. Spending quality time. Take care, everyone. Take care of each other. And again, let your loved ones know that they are your loved ones. Bye, everyone.